Growing up in my house felt like living under a spotlight I never asked for. My sister Emily was the golden child. Straight A's, trophies, awards, perfect hair, perfect smile. My parents practically worshipped her. And then there was me, Jake, the afterthought. At every school event, my mum's voice echoed, "Emily is such a prodigy." "Oh, Jake. Well, he's trying." Trying. That word haunted me. At dinner, they'd toast to Emily's achievements while I stared at a silent, empty plate. Every missed assignment, every mistake, every breath I took felt like a disappointment. One night, my dad slammed a report card on the table. C plus in math? Your sister got an A plus at your age. Why can't you be like her? I looked at Emily. She tried to defend me. Dad, math isn't his thing. He cut her off sharply. That's the difference. You excel. He excuses. My chest tightened. My fork shook in my hand. But it didn't stop there. Birthdays. Emily got $1,000 laptop. I got socks. Graduation. Emily got a brand new car with a bow. I got a cheap watch and you should be grateful. Grateful for being invisible. As years passed, resentment grew like poison inside me. I studied quietly, stayed up late, worked side jobs, learned skills they never noticed. Not because I wanted to be better than Emily, but because I wanted to be better for myself. Emily went off to college. Parents threw a huge party, cake, balloons, champagne. When I left for college, they dropped me at the curb. No hugs, no photos, just do better. Freshman year was brutal. New city, no money, cheap dorm, but I pushed. I studied like my life depended on it. I worked part-time, volunteered, networked. Slowly, I found something I was good at. Software engineering. I built code the way an artist paints. Companies notice. Internships poured in. By senior year, I founded a small tech startup with 2 brilliant classmates. We slept in offices, ate noodles, coded until sunrise. Then something impossible happened. Our app exploded. Millions of downloads, investors calling. Suddenly, I wasn't the disappointment anymore. I was the CEO. Fast forward 3 years. The same parents who doubted me? Now bragging to neighbors. Our son is in tech, very successful. Funny how pride wakes up when money enters the room. One Sunday, they invited me home for dinner. I walked in wearing jeans and a simple hoodie. Mum frowned. You couldn't dress nicer. Emily always looked presentable. There it was. That knife in my ribs. Dinner began. The table glittered with silverware. My achievements were ignored while my parents talked non-stop about Emily's promotion. That's when Dad chuckled. You'll never be as good as your sister. You should be inspired. The room went silent. My chest simmered with years of swallowed pain. My fork clinked against the plate as I stood slowly. Then tell her, I said calmly, to pay off your mortgage. Dad blinked. What did you just say? You heard me, I continued. Your house? Your debt? The bills you've been hiding? I've been paying them quietly for 2 years. I saved your credit. And you never, even once, asked how I was doing. Mum's jaw dropped. Emily stared, wide-eyed. And while we're at it, I added, Emily's car. The one you love bragging about? I refinanced it for her. Without me, it would have been repossessed. Tears formed in Emily's eyes. Jake, you never told me. Because unlike you, I whispered, I don't need applause. Dad's voice cracked. Why? Why would you do that? I finally smiled. Not angry, but free. Because I know what it feels like to be overlooked. I never wanted my sister to feel that the room froze. I grabbed my jacket. From now on, you don't get to compare me. I'm done living in her shadow. I built my own mum, reached out. Jake, please. I stepped back. Respect is earned, not gifted. I walked towards the door, and for the first time in my life, they followed me instead of watching me disappear. Dad's voice cracked. We're proud of you. I turned slowly. You should have been proud when I was struggling. Not when I became valuable. Their faces broke. I left. Not out of anger, but peace. Weeks later, my parents sought therapy. They apologized sincerely. Slowly, painfully, we rebuilt. Not as parents and child, but as humans learning to love fairly. Emily hugged me one day and whispered, "You were always good enough." Maybe I finally believed it. Because sometimes the greatest revenge is success without becoming bitter. Have you ever been compared to a sibling? Comment, not anymore.